All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. Yeah. First and foremost, call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. The ones be to our teachers at the Great Millstone. We learn this truth, peace, salutations unto the elect, the Lord's elect, man. So, was it the book of Psalms chapter 34, verse 11? It says, "Come ye children, and hearken unto me, and I will teach you to fear the Lord. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep that tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good, and seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord upon the righteous, and his ears are upon, so like his ears are open unto their cry. So the eyes of the Lord upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry." So it said that the Lord will redeem our soul from deceit and violence, and precious shall be the blood and their blood in his sight, the blood of his saints. All right, because he's gonna redeem the blood of his saints upon these devils that have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. Okay. Through the various captivities, so on and so forth. To this day, we're yet this day in our captivity. 16 verse. Psalms 34:16. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance for them from off the earth. Yeah, these devils, all these other nations, ain't gonna be no remembrance of these people after the Most High take them down. Most High take the rulership down of these other kingdoms, the Romans, the Greeks, I'm saying America, Russia, the European Union. All this shit is gonna be a thing. The past is gonna be afterthought. That's why the Lord's gonna cut off their remembrance. Nobody's gonna remember them. The only thing people gonna remember is the only thing people gonna be talking about is us. The glory of the kingdoms. I'm gonna be the glory of the kingdoms, man. All right. It says 34:17. It says Psalms 34:17. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth it, and deliver them out of all their troubles. That's why you gotta constantly be doing His work. That's crying out to the Lord. Praying. Scripture say, pray without ceasing. Pray against this place. Put curses on this place. And curse our enemies. That's why we do the Passover. And all these different high holidays. Usually throw up curses, man, on the enemies of Israel, the enemies of the Lord's anointed, because our blood is precious in the Lord's eyes. And Numbers 35:33, they shed the blood of the children of Israel, so the land must be their blood must be shed in this land, right? Because that's how you cleanse the land. The blood has to be shed therein, or the blood of him that shed it. That's why it says in Revelation 13:10 on down, that he that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. This is the faith and patience of the saints. So if you kill with the sword, you must be killed with the sword. All right. 34:18, Psalms 34:18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken spirit, a broken heart, so like it, and save us as be of a contrite spirit. He said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, and none of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemed the souls of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Yeah, in our Lord Yahushua, because the 20th verse talking about our Lord. None of his bones shall be broken, right? But evil shall slay the wicked, so-called white men, these nations, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemed the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. So none of them that trust in the Lord are going to be desolate. The patience of the godly should not be frustrated, because the Lord going to redeem his people. As it says in Deuteronomy 28:68, no man shall buy you. All right. No man's going to redeem you from the time to come, because of the Lord died for our sins. The Lord's the one that come deliver and make our faith to be finished. The author and finisher of our faith, right? Deuteronomy 28, That's why the Lord told you, call no man Lord upon the earth, or Father upon the earth, Abba. Because you have one Father which is in heaven, and one Savior. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 65. And amongst all these nations, thou shalt find no ease. That's why you can't find no ease here, man. Always stressing and shit. Can't have no rest. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee trembling of heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind, no peace of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. Your life has no assurance here, man. Insurance, that's why you gotta get life insurance, because your family may not have no income when you're gone. So here it is, you got to drop a $500,000 check on them when they die, and then the government take about half of that or whatever. So they're left with pennies, based on your little life insurance, because your life is not sure here, man. You know. Anyways, 28:67. In the morning thou shalt say with the Most High, if it were evening, and at evening thou shalt say with the Most High were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, for the sight of thy eyes which thou shalt see. Yeah, everything you see around you is never death, destruction, and Jake lives in the most worst environments. The hood is a dangerous, nasty place, man. That's why Jake do whatever it takes to get up out of there, man. But that's why you see Jake's, they're all hardened criminals, because they are the environment. Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, the house of bondage, by the way wherever I spake unto thee. And some of those ships had the name of the so-called white man Jesus on there. The good ship Jesus. That's what brought you into slavery, and that's what got you in slavery to this day. The mind is trapped under that Jesus spell. So it says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. There thou shalt be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, bondwomen, and no man shall buy you or redeem you. No man shall redeem you. But the Lord gonna come redeem our people. And by the force of the sword, he's gonna judge Edom, the so-called white man devil that has been revealed to be the devil for all his transgressions against the children of Israel, his brother. He shed his brother's blood by the force of the sword. Psalms 49:13. Their way is folly, yet the posterity approves their sayings. Their way is folly, okay, but yet the world is approving this white man's sayings because he has the sword, he got the power. He's the prince of the power of the air. He got the airwaves, he got the internet that he stole from Jake. Everything he stole from Jake, and everybody's approving this man's sayings. You know, their way is folly. The script say, folly said great dignity, the rich sin a low place. Folly is in great dignity, yet their posterity proves their sayings. Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. 14 verse, death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning. Their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. Psalms 110:3 say, the people shall be willing, and the day of thy power. From the dew of thy morning that has to do with thy youth, right? So, like sheep that are laid in the grave, death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion on them in the morning. Your people will be willing in the day of our power. When you in power, the people gonna approve your sayings, and they're gonna say, yes, that's a great saying, King so and so. They're gonna, oh yes, yes. And they're gonna be clapping up your sayings. But here in this world, the devil got the power, so they're clapping up whatever the devil says. Yeah, because the people, they're just followers. They're just meant to follow. Like, most people are just NPCs, and they don't think for the fucking selves. They don't think for themselves. But they're gonna be following after righteous rulers in the kingdom, because it says, Sirach 10:1, a wise judge shall instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the ruler of the city is, so is his people. As the inhabitants of the city is, as the ruler of that city, so are the people. So the people are simpletons because they follow after Esau, a child. Isaiah 3:12. It says, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Okay, so 15 verse, Psalm 49:15. But the Most High will redeem my soul. The Most High will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me, just like Lazarus was redeemed from the grave, just like Tabitha was redeemed from the grave, just like Yahushua was redeemed from the grave. You know, the Lord gonna redeem our soul from the grave. It says in 1 Corinthians 15:26, it says that that the last enemy is death, all right, to be overcome. So we're not gonna no longer taste the death. Oh death, where's thy sting? You know, oh grave, where where's your sting at? Because you no longer have power over us. Because we're no longer gonna be subject to death. Romans 6:23, the wage of sin is death. So we're gonna now no longer be subject to going off, being that we're gonna be changed in the twinkling of an eye at the last trump. So 15 verse, the Most High will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, for he shall receive me. It says, be not thou afraid when one is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. And like the brother was saying yesterday, said Denzel said that the U-Haul, there's no U-Haul after when you die. You know, you can't take nothing with you to the grave. And that's the 16th verse. Or 17th verse, my bad. For when he dieth, he shall carry nothing away. His glory shall not descend after him. Though while he lived, he blessed his soul, and man will praise thee when thou doest well to thyself. He shall go to the generations of his fathers, and they shall never see light. Man that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beast that perish. Yeah, and that's the glory of a man on this side. You know, your glory is like the glory of a beast, because there's a glory of the celestial and there's a glory of the terrestrial. At best, your glory here lasts 15 minutes of fame. You know, in the eyes of the Lord, that's 15 minutes of fame. Because 1,000 years, one day with the Lord. So whatever you got here, the best you could do is about 15 minutes, you know, in the eyes of the Lord, man. A little brief period of time. In the kingdom of heaven, our lives, 1,000 years ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be like sneezing, you know, like one day. Just one day. How long did it take one day go by? Quick on this side. So for the Lord, that time go quick. That's why I said a little season. This white man gonna rule for a little season. And in our lifetime or whatever, he's been ruling for hundreds and hundreds of years since the Renaissance period. But here it is, to the Most High, it's been like a sneeze. You know, it's been like what, like 12 hours or something like that. You know, half a day, maybe half a day. So the Lord, His time is far superior than our time. One day is as 1,000 years. So that's gonna be nothing in our time when the Lord changes us to be as He is. First John 3:2. You know. So Psalms 71:16. I will go in the strength of the Most High. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. Because He said you should not make mention of other gods. O Most High, thou hast taught me from my youth. Seek the Creator in the days of thy youth. Ecclesiastes 12:1. While the evil days draw not nigh, nor the years may say that come, that I may say I have no pleasure in them when you're old. Right? It says, and hitherto I have declared thy wondrous works. Now also when I am old and gray-headed, O Most High, forsake me not, until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come. Thy righteousness also, Most High, is very high. Who has done great things, O Most High? Who is like unto thee? Thou which thou hast showed me great and thou which hast showed me great and sore troubles, shall quicken me again, and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. And I will also praise thee with the psaltery, even thy truth, O Most High. Unto thee I will sing with the harp, the Holy One of Israel. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I have sung unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long. That's what you're supposed to be talking about. That's what we're talking about, twerking and being a hoe and business and how much money you got. Everybody talking about how much money they got and shit. That's a base, low mindset, because the riches perish with thee. Okay, these riches not our riches. It's not our rest. Micah 2:10, so it's not our rest. So what's your tongue supposed to be talking about all the day long? You could say James 3:5 on down. It said the death and life is the power of the tongue. So here it is. What manner of conversation are you supposed to have? A holy conversation and godliness. Okay, what are you supposed to be talking about all day long? The Lord's judgments. Sirach 39:1. He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High is occupied in the meditation thereof, and is conversing in dark parables and sayings, meaning his meditation upon the law of the Lord, not upon folly, which is what's going on in this world, this society. You know. So my tongue shall talk of thy righteousness, Psalm 71 and 24. My tongue shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, all the day long. For they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. Um, Anybody that's not talking about this all day long, their minds are polluted. It says in Isaiah 8:20, it says, if they speak not according to his words, because there's no light in them. Their tongue is supposed to be talking about the Lord's righteousness all the day long, the Lord's judgments that's gone throughout the earth, the prophecies, the judgments, the past, the present, the future, how it all ties into what we're going into now. Okay. 1 Peter 4:11. Say, if a man will speak, he shall speak as the oracles of the Most High. His tongue is going to talk of judgment all the day long. A tribe of man is in his speech. Sirach 27. Let's get there too. The tribe of man is in his speech. 27 and verse 5 says, the furnace proveth the potter's vessel. Okay, so the tribe of man is in his reasoning, right? You got Sirach, the second chapter say that the acceptable man are tried in the furnace of adversity. The furnace proved the potter's vessel. That's talking about you. The fruit declare if the tree have been dressed, so the utterance of a conceit is in the heart of a man. Praise no man before that hears him speak, for this is the trial of all men. Okay, that's the trial of all men. Your tongue, what the tongue gonna be speaking about all day long? Folly, debauchery, empty talk. You know, Nehemiah chapter 1 and verse 7. 6 actually. It says, now let thine ear be attentive and thy eyes open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servants, which I pray before thee now day and night for the children of Israel, thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee. Both I and my father's house have sinned. We have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments which thou commandest thy servant Moses. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if you transgress, I will scatter you abroad amongst the nations. If you transgress, you're going into slavery, and you're going to die like one of these heathens, and you're going to suffer, and you're going to go out, and your life is going to be in not in assurance in front of you, as we read in Deuteronomy 28, 65, 66, 67, right? Your life will hang in doubt before your eyes. If you transgress, I will scatter you abroad amongst the nations. If you turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though they were of you cast onto the uttermost part of the earth, of the heavens, like it, yet I will gather them from thence, and I will bring them unto thee in the place that I have chosen to set my name there. Now these are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by thy great power and by thy strong hand. 11 verse. O Lord, I beseech thee, let now thy ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant and to the prayer of thy servants, whose desire is to fear thy name, and prosper, I pray thee, thy servants this day, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king cupbearer. Yeah, yeah, we're catching, we're drinking of the Lord's cup, the dregs of the cup. All right, now the heathen have wrung them out, and they're gonna have to drink them double, as Chris say, double for their trouble. Because the Lord was a little displeased, and they helped forward our affliction. They didn't have to. They took advantage, just like when niggas see you down, they just kick you. They want to kick you when you're down. That's the old saying. Well, that's how the nations did it. They saw Jake down, and they took advantage of that shit, boy. They didn't pull any punches, and they didn't lose any opportunity to fuck you up while you was in prison and you was in jail, locked up, throwing up, vomiting, sick to your stomach. Here it is. They keep kicking you right in your shit. Okay, Isaiah 48 and 16. Come ye now, and come ye near unto me, and hear this. I have spoken in secret from the beginning. From the time that even was, there I am. And now the Lord God and his spirit has sent me. Thus saith the Lord, their Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord thy God, which teacheth thee the prophet, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldest go. Oh, that thou hadst hearkened to my commandments, then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea. Thy seed also has been as the sand, and the offspring of thy bowels like the gravel thereof. And his name should not have been cut off nor destroyed from before me. Go ye forth of Babylon, and flee from the Chaldeans with a voice of singing, and declare ye, tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth, and say ye, the Lord have redeemed his servant Jacob. 21st verse. And they thirsted not when he led them out the desert, and he caused the waters to flow out the rock for them. And he clave also the rock, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. Well, there's no peace unto the wicked, man, because they have oppressed his servant Jacob. So the Lord must redeem his servant Jacob out of the hands of all them that hate him. That's every single nation on this planet. All right, they about to have the Olympics. Where's our representation? Oh, Jamaica and so and so country, Puerto Rico and Cuba and all this. Jake shall all be unified under one banner flag of Israel. Yeah, with the heathen under your feet. You playing in their Olympics. That's the fucking Greeks Olympics. That go back to Greece, where they was in the gymnasium naked. That's why when you turn on that TV, you watch the Olympics. All them girls are naked, and those are married women, men naked with their meat showing and shit. Grown men walk around in spandex speedos, man. That's our Edomite custom. All right, because they love to look at young men, walk around in fitness and shit. They love putting that on display for the world to see. But anyways, Micah 6:1. Hear ye now what the Lord saith. Arise, contend thou before the mountains, and let the hills hear thy voice. And hear ye, O mountains, the Lord's controversy. The mountains have ears. No, the Lord talk about the governments, the earth. Hear what the Lord got to say. He got a controversy with you. He got a controversy with his people, but he got a controversy with you too. The Lord pissed off everybody. Everybody. Everybody get the Lord's wrath because nobody's doing good. All right. Only the election is doing good. Everybody else is doing dirt. The hear your mountains, the Lord's controversy, ye strong foundation of the earth. For the Lord have a controversy with his people, and he will plead with Israel. What do you mean? What does it mean? The strong foundation of the earth. Look at the nations. They're rooted up. They got societies. They built up a kingdom. Right? They're deeply rooted. They have what they call civilization here. They got deep roots in this land called America. So here all you got your little civilization going on. The Lord got controversy with you, especially your heads of state. You know what I'm saying? All you that spoil the Lord's children. Said, oh, my people, what have I done to thee? Wherein have I wearied thee? Testify against me. For I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt and redeemed thee out of the house of thy servants, out of the house of the servants. And I sent before thee Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. O my people, remember what Balak, king of Moab, consulted, and what Balaam, the son of Beor, answered him from Shittim unto Gilgal, that ye may know the righteousness of the Lord. Wherewith shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before the high power? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings or with calves of a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams or with 10,000 of rivers of oil? Shall I give my firstborn for my transgression, the first fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He showed thee, O man, what is good, and what did the Lord require of thee? The Lord showed us what he required of us. He said, obedience rather than sacrifice. He said, the Lord said, rebellion as a sin of witchcraft. Right, that's why we're in slavery, because we got the curse on us. You got the curses that the witches got, When you watch the stories, the witch will get cursed for doing witchcraft, for doing something, she'll get cursed with ugliness, or she'll get turned into a ghoulish creature. Well, Jake has been turned into a ghoulish creature in this earth. On this side, Jake is like a menstruous monster. He's like the scripture say, 2 Ezra 5:8, menstruous women bring forth monsters. Jake has turned into a bunch of monsters. A bunch of gremlins on the earth, terrorizing the inner city. That's all by design by the so-called white man. Okay, now it says, he has showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy power. The Lord's voice crieth unto the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name. Hear the rod, and who have appointed it. Are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measures that is abominable? Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances and with the bags of deceitful weights? For the rich men thereof are full of violence. That's how you get rich on this side. You got to be a violent son of a bitch. You got to be a demon. How I'm talking about rich. I'm talking about the point where you got people working for you and you got to do dirt. You got to be an asshole. You ever met these bosses at work? They're all assholes. All them bosses that you work for are asshole dickheads. They don't have no patience. They'll get rid of you quick. They don't care if you got bills to pay or whatever. Fuck you. Get up out of here. I don't care about. All I care about is their violent bottom line dollar. If they could, they'll kill these people. In these other countries, they get down like that. I mean, they get down like that here too, But here they got certain labor laws and shit like that. In other countries, like if you're just a refugee fucking worker, you might end up dead or something. Your family might not ever see you again. You start suing the boss and shit. That's how you get rich in this world. You get rich by exploiting others and being a violent demon. So the rich man thereof is full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies. Their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. That's why it's going to be cut out. The tongue of the wicked shall be cut out. Let's see that. It said Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 31. It says, the Lord will, the mouth of the just shall bring forth wisdom, but the forward tongue shall be cut out. Yeah, the lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh forwardness. That's right. So the mouth of the forward shall be cut out. The forward tongue. All right, these devils have forward tongues, man. 2/3 of our people have forward tongues, man. Psalms 12 and 3. It says, the Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speak proud things. Jesus Christ, that's a proud thing. Who have said with our tongue we will prevail, and our lips we are our own. Who is Lord over us? That's this devil. Who could take me down? You got these proud devils that scoffing us, talking about you're liars, but you're the ones that have oppressed the poor. You're the one that create all this disease, AIDS, and shit on the earth. The oppression of the poor, Psalms 12 and 5, for the oppression of the poor, for sign of the needy, now will I arise, said the Lord, and I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. Yep, this devil is puffing at us, man. Scripture say knowledge puffeth up. This devil, he think he got all the knowledge of the earth and shit, but he got an insignificant amount of knowledge in the grand scheme of things. An infinitesimal amount of knowledge you crackers got, and you other nations. you don't know the inner workings of the universe. You don't know the real the secrets from life and death. You don't know how to bring somebody back from their dead. You crackers have no power over life and death. We're gonna have power over life and death itself. The elements. Okay, when the angel came to Israel, do you know what's the weight of the flame? Can you tell me how the Lord put together Orion, the constellations? Yeah, we're gonna be able to see that. We're gonna be able to go to these places and explore what you devils can only fantasize about. Okay, we're gonna have the creation under our dominion. Job the 5th chapter. The beasts of the field, the stones of the field shall be in league with thee, man. Everything's gonna be in league with us, bro. That's why the scripture say the heathen shall envy thee. 2 Corinthians 2 and 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee. Why? Because you had nothing but mere mortals amongst gods. The Israelite man is a god on the earth, and you crackers and you other nations are nothing but mere mortals. Okay, and the Lord gonna change us to the point where you're gonna see it into fruition in front of your eyes. Because here it is, you just think we're just saying this. It's all just fairy tales. That your people shall be willing in the day of your power. Psalms 110:3. All right. So, anyways, Micah 6 and verse 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Therefore, also I will make thee sick and smiting thee, and making thee desolate because of thy sins. Her sins have reached onto the heavens, man. Okay. Their insults, their insolent behavior, okay, has reached to the clouds. And it's year It's reached the ear of the Lords of Sabaoths, man. It's the cry of his saints, the blood of the righteous crieth unto me. The complaints of the Israelites have reached to the ears of the Lord, and He's gonna answer the prayers. 14 verse. Thou shalt eat, but not be satisfied, and that casting down shall be in the midst of thee, and thou shalt take hold, but shalt not deliver. And that which thou deliverest will I give up to the sword. Thou shalt sow, but thou shalt not reap. Thou shalt tread the olives, but thou shalt not anoint thee with oil and sweet wine, but thou shalt not drink. For the statutes of Omer are kept, and all the works of the house of Ahab, and you walk in their counsels. You walk after the counsel of the heathen. Proverbs 3:31. Ye envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. That I should make thee a desolation, and the inhabitants thereof a hissing. Therefore ye shall bear the reproach of my people. All right, because you sold them onto dumb idols. You put them to worship these deities. Like back when they was worshiping Diana, Ephesus, and they were worshiping Jesus Christ. No different. You devils taught these jakes these things like Haile Selassie and all this shit, which these damn heathens got you worshiping. They got you worshiping shit that they don't even believe in. They don't even believe in Allah like that. Only the ones in that land. You ever seen the ones over here? They don't believe in that shit. They start to turn into Christians and all kind of shit. They turn into market capitalists and shit. They don't even care about that nonsense. Anyways, Isaiah 49:7. Thus saith the Lord, the Holy One, the Redeemer of Israel, to him whom man despiseth, whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, and princes also shall worship. The crown royal prince of Saudi Arabia gonna worship at our feet. The so-called Rothschild, Rockefeller gonna worship at our feet. The Sultan of Oman, the Sultan of Brunei, they're all gonna worship at our feet and lick up the dust. And their daughters are gonna be in their chambers awaiting for the royal ride, the royal scepter, like coming to America. The royal penis is clean, your highness. That's how they're gonna treat you in the kingdom. Okay? Not they ain't gonna be looking at you like nigga, Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Oh, we don't like your kind here. The nations are gonna bow before us because they was created to do so. That's what they was created to do. That's why you see them, they have a subservient spirit on them, man. Okay. It says, because of the Lord that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel shall he choose. 8th verse. Thus saith the Lord, in an acceptable time I have heard thee, and in the day of salvation I have helped thee. And I'll preserve thee, and I will give thee for a covenant of the people to establish the earth, to cause you to inherit the desolate heritages. This land is a desolate heritage. The earth itself. Okay, America is going to be desolate. We ain't going to inherit America. Nobody's going to live here. The whole earth is a desolation because you got heathens running this place. The scriptures say if the Lord don't come back, there'll be no flesh left to be saved. These heathen are going to kill the earth, destroy the earth, and they're going to run everything into hell. There's going to be no animals left to eat. There's going to be no nobody clean the ocean, no crabs, no ocean wildlife. The coral reefs are almost gone. You got the polar cap melted because you damn heathens. We can't just blame Whitey. All you other heathens too. Whitey is the principal chief destructor, but you got the other nations too. These motherfuckers are destroying the earth too with their nastiness and pollution. Look at the Ganges River. You ever been over there? Thankfully not. Hopefully you don't go over there. You might catch some goddamn gangrene or something, man. If you go over there, they might have to amputate your damn feet. In an acceptable time I have heard this, in the day of salvation I have helped thee. I'll preserve thee and give thee a covenant for the people to establish the earth, to cause thee to inherit the desolate heritages. That thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth, and to them that are in darkness, show yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pastures shall be in high places. In all high places. That's where our pastures are going to be. Green pastures in all high places. That's the prosperity doctrine. Okay? In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have prosperity. Not here. Niggas talking about prosperity here. That's a false money grab scheme. Yeah, you give me, and then the Lord gonna help you, brother. The Lord gonna take care of you, brother. So bang, bang, bang. The Lord gonna take care of you, brother. The Lord gonna take care of us when all hell break loose in the kingdom. But first, we gotta go through much tribulation. Through much tribulation, we gonna enter into the kingdom, man. Okay, the brothers in the truth catch a hell, man, because that's the passage to the kingdom, the straight gate, not the broad. The broad is for the many. The world is created for many. The world to come is for a few good men. That's why I said, gird up your loins like a man, so you can get through all this bullshit that's coming. Yeah, that's right, bro. That's right, man. Isaiah 49, verse 10 says, they shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat smite them. It says, for he that shall have mercy and lead them, even by the spring of water shall he guide them. I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, they shall come from far. Lo, they's going to come from the north and from the west and from the land of Sinim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains of the Lord, for he have comforted his people and will have mercy upon his afflicted. We the ones afflicted. You ain't never seen no small hatter afflicted. That's a fake affliction, the Holocaust. The Holocaust, as bro would say. What the hell is that? That was a fake affliction, man. Talking about 6 million of them sewer rats was wiped out. That's a lie. How the hell they gonna run the earth, but 6 million of them got wiped out all of a sudden? They weren't nothing but a small population back then, right? So how the hell they repopulated so quick in a matter of a couple of generations? Now they're running the earth. We're the afflicted. We're the ones got stripped of our identity. We the ones that got robbed of our spoils. The whole earth on this side was ours, man. You crackers, you was in your caves. You came over here to mess with Gad and them and Reuben and Issachar and the northern kingdom that was here. That's why the Lord made the statement, other sheep I have that's not of this fold. My other sheep that I had was on this side of the world, Arshareth, over here in America, the land of Ophir. But here it is, you go meddling in everybody's business. That's why the Lord gonna meddle with your ass, because you are the thief of the earth. You didn't belong here. You the alien of the of this continent. You don't belong over here. Anyways, 14th verse. But Zion said, the Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. That's what our people say. The Lord's not with us no more. It says, but can a woman forget her second child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, that they may forget. Yeah, I would not forget thee. A woman might leave her son on the steps of some damn orphanage and shit. Like, man, get the hell out of here. Or abort your kids, but I won't forget you. You know, she might forget you. She might forget her kid, but I ain't gonna forget you. It said, behold, I have graven thee upon the palm of my hands. Thy walls are continuing before me. Thy children shall make haste. Thy destroyers and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. I will lift up thy eyes round about, and behold, all these gather themselves together, and I come to thee as I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all as with an ornament, and bind them on thee as a bride doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate places in the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallow thee up shall be far away. I will set them in safety from him that puffeth at him. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the other shall say again in thy ears, the place is too straight for me, give me a place that I may dwell. Then shalt thou say in thy heart, who have begotten me these, seeing I have lost my children, and I'm desolate and a captive and removing to and fro. And who have brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These where had they been? 22nd verse. Thus said the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles, and I will set my standard to the people, and they shall bring their sons in their arms, and their daughters shall be carried upon their arms. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. And they shall bow down with their face toward the earth and lick up the dust of thy feet. That's an act of submission, of slavery. Okay. Everybody on this earth, everybody is going to be submissive to the Israelite man. Okay. The Lord put the curse on these people to be rebellious and to be disrespectful and demeaning towards the Israelite man. But the Lord's going to put the blessing on you where everyone's going to respect the Israelite man. You know? Everybody's gonna look up to the Israelite man with admiration and respect because the Lord said He gonna make your face to shine. Wisdom make a man face to shine. When the Lord, when the Lord put the curse on your enemies, they're gonna be the reproach of the earth, the laughing stock. People gonna look at them as the embarrassment. Look at these people right here. Look at them. Look at them. Look at these white people. These devils. Look at these so-called white people right here. It says Psalms 20, Isaiah 49 and verse 24. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty or the lawful captive delivered? You devils are gonna be lawful captives, man. But thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with them that contend with thee, and I will save thy children. I'm gonna fight with them that fight with thee, because Jacob, thou a worm. You ain't got no power. You don't need to pick up a gun. I'm gonna fight for you. Vengeance belong to me. Romans 12 and 19. All right. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh. They're gonna eat their own. They're gonna eat their own medicine. I'm gonna feed them with their own flesh, just like we had to eat our own flesh in the siege. 70 AD, you had women boiling their children, eating them for the want of flesh, of food. Now they're gonna have to be eating their children in slavery. You know, they're gonna have to. Their city's gonna be destroyed. They're gonna have to go through ravishing of their families and shit, and they women. I will feed them that oppress you with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine. All flesh shall know that I am the Lord, thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob, not the mighty one of Edom or Moab or Cush or you know or Philistia or Japhet. Isaiah 1 and 24. Therefore said the Lord host, the mighty one of Israel. I will ease me of my adversaries, and I will avenge me of my enemies. And I will turn my hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all that tin. And I'll restore that justice as the first. It says in Habakkuk 4, 1 and 4, it says, wrong judgment does proceed, therefore judgment slack. So I'll restore that justice at the last. There's gonna be judgment on the earth again, where it ain't gonna be so much fucking corruption. Okay. How long, Habakkuk 1 and 2, oh Lord, how long shall I cry and thou wilt not hear me? Even cry unto thee of the violence, and thou shalt not save. Why doest thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? That's all you're looking at in this earth. For spoil and violence are before me, they that raise up contention and strife. Therefore the law is slack, 1 and 4, Habakkuk 1 and 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. So you got crackers judging you, pedophiles judging you in the court. Talking about you had a drunk driving incident. Well, less than that, you was touching on a child. Mm-hmm. So that is that the pot calling the kettle, whatever the hell they call it. This devil is a rapist and a murderer, but he gonna tell you that you didn't pay your speeding ticket. Nobody was on the road. You didn't pay the motherfucking speeding ticket from 3 years ago. You can't even drive no more. Isaiah 1 and 20. Isaiah 1 and 26. It says, I will restore that judge at the first, man, and that counselors as the beginning. Afterward, that shall be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converse with righteousness. All right. They that turn many unto righteousness shall shine as the firmament forever and ever. Okay. But those of you that turn your back from this truth, you're gonna be in the kingdom with your head down. All you little scoffers, you Charleston whites, all you niggas that left this truth, that put your hand from the plow and look back like Lot's wife. You're gonna be with your head down in the kingdom, just like this, with shame. But those that endure to the end, they're gonna be drinking wine with the Lord, man. Enjoying the fruits of their labor in the celestial kingdom on the first go around with number glory and fame and respect. What a dream! But the dream shall be fulfilled, man. Anyways, Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converse with righteousness. And the destruction of the transgressors of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Lord shall be consumed. For they shall be ashamed of the oaks which they have desired, and shall be consumed for the gardens that ye have chosen. For ye shall be an oak whose leaf fadeth, as a garden that have no water, and the strong shall be as a tower, and the maker of it as a spark. And they shall both burn together, and none shall quench them. All you that turn your back from the Lord, man. You turn your back on me, I'm gonna turn my back on you. I'm gonna laugh at you when your calamity coming. I'm gonna mock you when your fear coming, man. You know, Isaiah 51:1, hearken unto me, and ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek the Lord, look on the rock whence ye are hewn, and to the hole and the pit where ye had digged. Look upon Abraham your father, a faithful man, okay, and unto Sarah that bare you. For I called him alone and blessed him and increased him. And what he say? What he told Abraham, your seed, through your seed, the children of the earth shall be blessed. The whole earth gonna be blessed through your children, through Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Cause I'm gonna give you the blessings, and I'm gonna give you the right and the rulership seat and the ability to run this people. Proverbs 29:2. They said that when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You're gonna be the righteous that's being in authority. Sirach 10:8. Because the riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, from this cracker to us. Third verse. For the Lord shall comfort Zion and will comfort her waste place, and he will make her wilderness like Eden, like the Garden of Eden, Genesis, the 2nd chapter, the Garden east of Eden. Not the way of the west, the way of the east. A green way. You know? And her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found there, in thanksgiving and the voice of melody. Sweet songs, man. Not no twerking bullshit. Yeah, glow, yeah, glow. That's all you fucking hear on this earth, because this white man running things. Nothing but satanic music, satanic films, satanic pornography. Everywhere, anytime you look at some porn, that's some goddamn sodomy. That's why the scriptures say the sodomite sea shall cast out her dead, because all these people are into some sodomy, man. You know, including us. But at the end of the day, the Lord had mercy on us and pulled us out of this bullshit, because we were all adulterers and all into bullshit. But the Lord had mercy on his remnant. You know, it said, 5th verse, my righteousness is near. Fourth verse, hearken unto me, my people, and I will give ear unto my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light of the people. My righteousness is near, my salvation gone forth, my arm shall judge the people. Thy eye shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust. Lift up your eyes to the heavens, and look upon the earth which is beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart my law is. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be afraid of their revelings. 2nd Esdras 3:36. It says, Israel by name have kept that precept, but not the heathen. Hearken unto me, my people in whose heart my law is. You know right from wrong. Even if you don't know it, you know it's wrong to be a mo. You know it's wrong to be a popping other men's women. You know it's wrong to sell my brother some crack. You know, that's wrong. But, I got to do what I got to do. Your conscience tell you otherwise. But then you get the Lord send some cop to arrest your ass in your house because you're selling metric pounds of weed out there. That ain't positive for nobody except yourself. Selling guns to people. I ain't kill nobody. You selling guns, murder weapons. That's the white man's MO. Anyways, for the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. Because the Lord, didn't he always leave behind a remnant? So the remnant, the last time this is the last remnant he's gonna leave behind that's gonna establish his kingdom on the earth through the slaves that we're gonna have, Lord willing. Okay? Because we ain't gonna build nothing. They're gonna build the desolate places, man. They're gonna be the ones working by the sweat of their brow. Awake, awake, and put on that strength, O arm of the Lord, awake as in the ancient days and the generations of old. That's why I said seek out the old paths, man. Wherein is the right way. Art thou not it that have cut Rahab and wounded the dragon? Are not that it which dried the sea, the waters of the great deep, that have made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over us? All right, just like when we left Egypt, the Lord opened the sea so the ransom could pass through. 11th verse. Therefore, the redeemed of the Lord shall return and come with singing on the Zion. Break everlasting joy shall be upon their head, and they shall obtain gladness and joy. Sorrow and mourning shall flee away. Depression shall flee away. Sorrow and mourning. The bottle, you ain't gonna have to be on the bottle no more. You know, you ain't gonna have to be, soaking around all fucking day, because you're gonna be in glory and power, man. You know, Jake ain't never seen fucking glory and power in a long time, since Solomon time, man. Since we ain't really been in glory. We've been in captivity everywhere, man. From this captivity to the next, man. 12th verse. I am he that comforts you. Who art thou that thou shouldst be afraid of a man that shall die? Who are you that should be afraid of a cracker that's gonna bleed to death? When the Lord gonna change you into an angelical, powerful being that can stop bullets like Supercell. They can stop time and shit, They can shoot wind out of his hand. That of the Son of Man which shall be as grass. And forgettest the Lord thy maker, that stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundation of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he was ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? The captive exile haste that he may be loosed, and that he shall not die in the pit, nor that his bread shall fail. But I am the Lord that divide the sea, whose waves roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundation of earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people, a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunk in the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. You caught all the hell, all the slavery, everything you had to catch, you caught. But you couldn't run away from the ass beating. But now the time is accomplished. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of the daughter of Zion is accomplished. O daughter of Edom, thou shalt go into captivity. The Lord said, rejoice. Because now it's the turn for the daughter of Edom. Now it's the turn for you crackers. Now it's your turn to catch it. You can't run. Forrest Gump can't run from this from this judgment, man. Yeah. Okay. 18th verse. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she brought forth. Neither is there any that take her by the hand, all the sons she brought up. These two things come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Destruction and desolation, and the famine and the sword. Who shall comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a bull in a wild net. And a wild bull in the net, Salaki. And they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Therefore, hear this now, ye afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. But thus said the Lord, that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hands the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury, and I shall no more drink it again. But I'll put it in the hand of them that afflicted thee, and which has said to thy soul, bow down that we may go over, that thou hast laid thy body as the ground and the street to them that went over. You like their little doormat that they walk over. When these white people feel like it, they target practice with niggas back in slavery, didn't they? With Jake, with the Lord's people, the Lord's precious ones. That's why it says his blood shall be precious in their sight. Their blood shall be precious in his sight, and he shall redeem their soul from deceit and violence. Isaiah 59:1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not short that it cannot save, neither his ears heavy that it cannot hear. You got niggas talking about why? Yeah, if the Lord, your Hebrew God, is so powerful, they right here ain't saved you from slavery, and why the Lord ain't stopped me from getting great, nigga? Because it's your judgment. It's your judgment. It's your judgment to be a bald-headed idiot in America. It's your judgment to be a dummy. It's your judgment to catch hell. The powers that be are set up by the Most High. And whosoever resists the ordinance of the power. He go receive damnation. So if you ran away from slavery, your ass will receive damnation, because that was your hell that you were supposed to catch, because you was turning your back on your God. Time and time again. Second verse. But your iniquities have separated you between you and your God, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear you. Your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. David couldn't build the temple because David's hand was full of blood, shedding man's blood for a woman, killing many people. Solomon had more pure hands. So Solomon, you build me my kingdom, my temple, Your lips have spoken lies, and your tongue have muttered perverseness. None call for justice. Do you see these niggas, Latinos calling for justice or peace? They're calling for some murderers to get saved, some sellouts to get released from prison. Free Meek Mill and free this nigga and free Barabbas and free this nigga, you know? Free Mike Tyson, you know? None calling for justice, none pleading for the truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. They hatch cockatrice eggs and weave spiders' web. He that eateth of the eggs dieth, and that which is crushed break out into a viper, a generation of vipers. Genesis, Matthew 3 and 8, man. Man. O ye generation of vipers, who have taught you to flee from the wrath that's to come. You 6th verse, their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and an act of violence is in their hands. They run from evil to evil, their feet run to evil to evil. They make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction in their paths. The way of peace they have not known, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Therefore is judgment far from us, neither doth justice overtake us. We wait for light, but behold, only obscurity. For brightness, but we walk in darkness. That's why I said the Lord gonna be with you in the valley of shadow of death. Psalms 23rd chapter. Job 10 and 22. It says of a land of darkness as darkness itself. This is a land of darkness. Gross darkness is covering these people. Isaiah 60 and 2. So the Lord, we look for light and we behold none but obscurity. But it said we shine as lights in a dark place. It said we grope like for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noon as in the noonday, for we are desolate. We are in desolate place as dead men. We roar like bears and mourn like sour doves. And we look for judgment, but there is none. For salvation, but it's far from us. For our transgression are multiplied before thee, and our sins testify against us. For our transgression are with us, and as for our iniquities, we know them. And transgression and lying against the Lord, and departing away from our power, speaking oppression and revolt. This conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood. You see everything niggas saying lies, 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 trickery, 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 schemes, schemes, schemes. You know, get rich quick schemes coming up, lying. You can't trust it. You can't trust what do you know? You can't trust your own people. You can't even leave your car running in the hood. They take your shit. You can't even go outside, go anywhere without motherfuckers trying to get at your girl or something. You know. Judgment is turned back, justice stand far off, truth is far in the street, equity cannot enter. Yeah, truth fell, 15th verse. And he that depart from evil make himself a prey. That's why when you do right, you make yourself a prey. It said, and the Lord saw it and displeased him that there was no judgment. And he saw that there was no man, wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought him salvation, and his righteousness is sustained him. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate and a helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garment of vengeance for clothing, and was clad with zeal as a cloak. The zeal at that house had eaten me up. As King David said, the Lord set up his men and clothed them with zeal as a cloak to go out there and defend his people until the Lord come. Occupy until I come. Occupying what? The stock market? Occupy what? Forex trading? No, occupy and feed my lambs and stand up for the children of thy people. According to their deeds, accordingly will he repay fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies, to the islands he will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, as glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressing is Jacob, said the Lord. As for me, this is my covenant with them, said the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, said the Lord, from henceforth and forever. Micah 4 and 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and all people shall flow onto it. And many nations shall come, say, let us go to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach of his ways, he will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth out of Zion, and the word from Jerusalem. And he shall judge many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. And they shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Pursuing Isaiah of 2 and 4. And they shall sit every man on his vine, on his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. For all people will walk on everyone in the name of his power, but we will walk in the name of the Lord, our power, forever and ever. And that day, said the Lord, I will assemble her that halteth, and I will gather her that's driven out, and her that I have afflicted. And I will make her that halted a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation. And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth forever. And thou, the tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto it shall it come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. All right. Now, why doest thou cry aloud? For there is no king in thee. Why is thy counselors perish? For pains have taken thee as a woman in travail. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shall thou go forth out the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt even go to Babylon, and there thou shalt be delivered. In America, there the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. Now also many nations are gathered against thee that say, let her be defiled. Let our eye look upon Zion. Look at them, these black women. Look at them. Look at these black niggas. Look at these Mexicans. You know, look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They stink, and they don't got no money. They live in, they're laughing at you. They're uneducated. They speak Ebonics, and they're twerking in the streets. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel. For he shall gather them as the sheaves into his floor. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horns iron, I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. When we left Egypt, we left with great substance, and we're going to leave with great substance once again. First Chronicles 17:21. And what one nation in the earth is like that people Israel, whom the Most High went to redeem to be his own people. Who like you? Who could be like you, man? To make thee a name of greatness and terribleness by driving out nations from before thee, from before thy people, whom thou hast redeemed out of Egypt. For thy people Israel didst thou make thy own people forever, and thou, Lord, becamest their God. Therefore now, Lord, let the thing that thou hast spoken concerning thy servant and concerning his house be established forever, and do as thou hast said. Let it be established that thy name may be magnified forever. The Lord of hosts is the power of Israel, even a God to Israel. And let the house of David thy servant be established before thee. For thou, O Most High, hast told thy servant that thou would build him a house. Therefore thy servant hath found his heart to pray before thee. Now, Lord, thou art our God, and hast promised this goodness unto thy servant. Now, therefore, let it please thee to bless the house of thy servant, that it may be before thee forever. For thou blessest, O Lord, and it shall be blessed forever. Luke chapter 1:68. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and he hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all them that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore unto our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we be delivered out of the hands of our enemies, and might serve him without fear, and holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. Okay. So with that, call Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash. All right, double honors to our teachers at the Great Millstone Peace. A citation to the elect. The Lord had redeemed and visited his people. Okay, so a day, Shalom.